Hello, my name is Sarah Durkin and I'm the Programme Leader of the MFA Fine Art course at NCAD. In this talk, I'll introduce you to the MFA, who it's for, what it does, and some of the recent work and achievements of graduates of the MFA. The MFA is designed for artists who wish to develop their practice at an advanced level. The programme typically attracts a diverse range of applicants, from recent graduates to artists who've been out of college for a few years who wish to refresh their skills and knowledge, and people who are reorientating their practices within the field of contemporary art. I'm now going to screen share some images and further information on the MFA programme. The MFA is currently offered as a 2-year full-time route and is structured as a taught course centred on practice-led projects initiated by students. The MFA recognises that contemporary art is transdisciplinary in spirit, and it aims to support a diverse range of new and emerging forms of practice, in addition to the specialist pathways of digital media, moving image, sculpture, print and painting within the School of Fine Art. These emergent and diverse practices may be based around themes like gender, sexuality, language, communication, networks, immaterial labour, and social and architectural space. Students are encouraged to develop their individual research pathway in finding new ways of making, modelling, and situating their projects in relation to the spectrum of contemporary art discourse and wider audiences. MFA students' projects are practice-based inquiries into materials, processes, and situations, and the question of how art contributes effectively and meaningfully to contemporary social, political, and cultural life. A second key aim of the programme is to enable students to situate their practices in relation to current critical discourse and art historical contexts. All the way through the programme, the relationship between practice and theory is understood as a mutually informing and stimulating dynamic. The core components of the course are the studios and technical facilities, project spaces, written elements, and critical seminars where students present and test work and reflect on their approach to materials and the theoretical and historical frameworks informing their practices. The course is discursive in that a lot of the teaching happens through conversation and debate in class seminars and public events. Here are some more examples of recent MFA projects. This is Kevin O'Kelly doing a performance at a show the students organised in a large industrial unit at the Point in 2018. This is a large-scale painting by Glenn Fitzgerald in the same exhibition. An earlier interim exhibition organised by MFA students. This is work by Porrick McQuaid at another MFA interim exhibition held at Solstice Art Centre in Navan and curated by Niamh McCann. Students on a study visit to Solstice. And most recently, an exhibition held in November 2020 in partnership with Ruhr Red Art Centre in Tallaght with guest artist and curator Lee Welch. This is work in that show by current MFA students Louis Haw and Vanessa Jones, and an installation by Martina Lebrick. The MFA modules focus on practice-based research, seminars in contemporary art practices, exhibition making, and other ways of disseminating work to both art audiences and the wider public. The programme is delivered by the MFA team, my colleagues in the School of Fine Art, Leah Hilliard, Fergal Fitzpatrick, Andrew Folan, Brian Hand, and Mark O'Kelly, who between us all encompass a range of specialist areas and skills. This is supplemented with additional modules in contemporary art and art writing delivered by colleagues in the School of Visual Culture. There are also regular contributions from visiting art professionals, artists, curators, and art critics. I'm now going to show you some more examples of MFA graduates' work. This is an installation by Claire McCluskey, titled Lights, who was on a National Forensic Mental Health Service Fellowship and is a graduate from 2019. Work by Stefan Bena-Hanley, his installation in 2018. Work by Rin Kaljurand, graduate from 2019. Offbeat Oscillation by Judy Weber. And work by Luisa de las Casas and Buza Kanakilic. A key part of the MFA programme is our Studio Artist scheme, which over the past few years has featured a series of experienced international artists who work alongside the MFA students in the postgraduate studios and contribute some teaching to the programme. Our current studio artist is Lee Welsh, who recently curated the MFA show We Are Solitary at Rua Red, and previous studio artists on the MFA include Alan Phelan, Jackie Irvine, Niamh McCann, and Mark Clare. The programme is committed to the publication of practice through exhibition and other modes of dissemination. Throughout the course, there are regular opportunities to make work public through interim exhibitions, discursive events, performances, screenings, publications, and collaborations, culminating in students' major research project and graduate showcase. These events also include invited responses from leading curators, most recently Matt Packer, Director of EVA International, Michael Hill of Temple Bar Gallery and Studios, Livia Paldi, the former curator at Project, Pat Murphy, Director RHA Gallery, and Rachel Gilburn from IMA. Now I'm going to move on to some achievements of alumni from the MFA. An MFA qualification is generally seen as a prerequisite for further professional development in art and related fields. The alumni of the MFA at NCAD, which is one of the longest established and internationally recognised MFA programmes in Ireland, have gone on to pursue a variety of careers as artists, curators, academics, doctoral researchers, and entrepreneurial arts professionals in expanded fields. I'm now showing some images of recent achievements by MFA graduates Selena Muldoon and Sven Sandberg, who've each been awarded the Arts Council Next Generation Award, and were also selected for the RHA Futures exhibition Futures 3, alongside Harry Walsh Foreman, another recent graduate. John Conway, who was also on the National Forensic Mental Health Service Fellowship, was recently awarded the Arts Council Arts Participation Bursary in 2020. Elaine Granger was shortlisted for the RDS Visual Arts Awards and awarded a residency at the Irish College in Paris in 2019. Michelle Hetherington was awarded the Fingal Arts Graduate Award and Residency Award at Block T Studios. And Istvan Laszlo, this installation Fragment Cloud from his exhibition in 2019, is currently doing funded PhD scholarship at DCU, awarded by the Irish Research Council. Anne Enser, a graduate from 2017, was also shortlisted for the RDS Awards and was awarded a Ballinglen Arts Foundation residency in 2019. Numerous other recent graduates have secured solo exhibitions, awards, prizes, and Arts Council bursaries and are forging careers as artists. I'm going to conclude this presentation with some more information slides on how to apply, FAQ questions, and contact info. The next intake for the programme will be in January 2022 and will run for across 4 trimesters, finishing in June of the final year. You can apply through this link here. Information on fees is available from admissions, and yes, you can do the programme with the advantage of a SUSI grant if you qualify for that. There's information at this link here in terms of how to submit your application form. There's a rolling deadline, but we encourage applicants to apply as early as possible. It is possible to work part-time while undertaking the MFA. The programme is front-loaded around the beginning of the week to allow some flexibility for students who've got work and family commitments. It is a practice-based MFA, and there's a choice in the second year between either taking an extended writing research project or doing a collaborative module called Exploring Exhibition Dimensions. For further information, please contact the MFA team at these email addresses. Follow the programme on Instagram. Thank you so much for watching this short introduction and overview of the MFA programme, and I look forward to seeing you, some of you at least, in the future at NCAD. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.